One beat maker, the hit maker, the hit maker, the hit maker, the hit maker.
IRDGAF, 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 IRDGAF. I really don't give a fuck, but it's just my opinion. I really don't give a fuck, but it's just my opinion. I really don't give a fuck, but it's just my opinion. I really don't give a fuck, but it's just my opinion. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? Welcome everybody to another episode of I Really Don't Give a Fuck, but It's Just My Opinion, the podcast. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank everybody for coming and liking the videos. Continue to do so. If you have not liked by now, please do. Please hit that button. Like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification so you know when I'm up on your screen with a new episode. So, we gonna get into it, y'all, man. We gonna get into it. We ain't gonna waste a lot of time. As y'all know, I do the car setup feature. It's good to be back. But we ain't gonna waste a lot of time. We gonna get right into it with the first segment of the day, which y'all already know what that segment is. What you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. And if I'm not mistaken, it is on both of us. I'm not for sure, y'all. If I'm wrong, I'll fix it next week, but it don't matter. But in relationships, y'all, it's about compromising. And what I mean by that is when you're moving with someone, or you are dealing with someone, and you may like this thing, they might like that, or things like that. You have to compromise in order for this thing to work. And a lot of people are stuck in their ways and don't want to compromise. So that's why a lot of things go sideways in relationships. Like, people do not like to compromise. But I think in any relationship, no matter if it's a relationship with you and your significant other, a friendship relationship sometimes that you care about, a business relationship sometimes, working a job relationship sometimes, it's all about compromising. Like, I don't think if you're in this world and you don't live, if you're not working a job, loving the things that you do, you have to compromise. You cannot compromise by taking a job that you might not love. You don't have a job that you love to do. You're not living your dream or your passion. So you compromise for this job, maybe because of the pay, maybe because of the hours you work, or maybe because of that. When you're in a relationship, when you're moving in with somebody, you compromise to say, baby, maybe you pay this bill, I pay this bill, you pay that bill, I pay. Somewhat in capacity of how y'all want to pay the bills. I think that is necessary. So going forward, man, women, on this topic, you need to compromise. That's what you need to do. So, if you don't compromise, you might end up lonely, without a job, without friends, such. But that is the key word for this segment, and the key word going forward is compromise. Now, we're gonna move right along, guys. This episode gonna be a little different. I was gonna do more post talk, but I only had 3 posts, so I don't even think I'm gonna do those post talk. I'm not even gonna do them because I usually do more post talk in this segment, in the second segment. I'm just gonna talk about some questions that was asked to me on how, with some of my friends, have a conversation with some of my friends, and the question was asked, and the question was asked is like, the question basically was, do you have what you call that? The words right there on my tongue, y'all, tip of my tongue. I'm trying to use it the proper way. Do you have expectations? No, it's not expectations. It's when you about to date somebody and it's things that they must have. I can't think of the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's things that when you are single and you're looking to date, what are the things that you're looking for in a person? And I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, man, they gotta like have a car. And she was like, and they gotta be able to have their own crib, even if it's with a roommate or something to be able to know that they're independent enough to pay their own bills and stuff like that. And so she broke it down, in her terms of why she would say that. And I was like, wow. And then I thought about it. And fellas, y'all, please chime in on the comments. And I thought about it, and it was like, man, fellas don't really require, that's the word, y'all, require things from females like that. Like when they require, because they are a certain standard, and that's what it is, a standard. So when you're a certain standard, what is your requirements? And that's what the question was. And she asked me that question. I asked her that question, and she says she's just at a certain standard. So her requirements was to have a car, have your own crib, maybe roommates, or just something to show that you're independent, have a job, whatever. That was just her kind of requirements because she's on so much of a high level. And I remember my mom telling me when I had got a good job with Marriott and I was making good money, and she was telling me, like, you need to get on someone with your level and who makes just as much as you, or who whatever, And I got to thinking, like, damn, even though, and it is, don't get me wrong, there's certain men that have that level of requirements because they have a higher standard of, they're a higher stature, like they might make 6 figures, or they have a really good job, or they're a doctor or a lawyer, so they might require a woman to be a certain stature. But for the most part, man, and I only use my example, y'all, I'm not getting personal. I told y'all that from the very first episode, so don't think this is about me. I just was saying that I know most men, that a lot of men that I talk to, and a lot of men that I know who are my homies, friends, cousins, men tend to not have those requirements for women. Most men don't when they have a certain amount of money. So everybody know I do Uber on the side or whatever, that's my little side hustle money or whatever. And I was talking to a gentleman, and he was saying he doesn't mess with women that are under a certain age because he's a certain age, and he don't mess with women. What was it? He don't mess with women with, he says, it doesn't have careers. Like, if you ain't got no motherfucking career, like, if you ain't got no job, like a career job, teacher, CTA, like good career job, like, he ain't mess, like, he ain't mess with you if you work at Ross. If you work at Wendy's, if you work at, you're a wheelchair pusher, something like that, like, he ain't messing with you. So, it is some men out here that won't mess with women unless they got certain things. But for the most part, man, I don't think man has those requirements like that. And I was thinking, like, damn, that's kind of crazy that men don't really have those requirements. So we was talking, me and my friend, and I was like, I think, and she told me the same thing. She was like, I think men don't have those requirements because men were so much taught that they're the provider. They are the ones to do things. They are the ones supposed to do these things. They're supposed to take care of you. They're supposed to make sure everything paid for. They supposed to. So therefore, they don't have those requirements. Because I know men that literally would date a woman at McDonald's because their requirement is, as long as you got a job and trying, baby, we good. And then, like I said, I do also know men that has the requirement if she ain't established and got nothing going for herself, she can't come talk to me, or I ain't talking to her. So it's just, it's crazy and it's different like that have you wondering, like, damn, that happens. And I really want to get this round table, y'all. Like, I'm finna work super hard. I got me. I know I got my other, I got Ad Dog. I got my other friend. And I want to get 2 more girls. I want to do like a 8 panel. So I want to do 3. I need 3 more girls, 2 more guys. And I'm going to do an episode. And we're going to go back and dialogue on back and forth about different things and natures of these relationships. Because it is crazy that women that ain't got shit, and there's women out here that ain't got shit that has requirements that what a man need to have. But you ain't got shit going for yourself. Like, I can understand a woman that got something going for themselves. Yes, she probably got requirements. But women don't operate like men do when it comes to that requirement shit. Like, most women have requirements on the man they want. And that's crazy that it's like that. But I guess that's just the dynamic because, like I say, most men were taught to be providers and to take care of everything. So by that being the issue, I guess that's why it's like the way it's like when it comes to those things. It's just crazy how that dynamic works when it comes to things. Like, it is really crazy how that works. And man, it's crazy. But I thought I should share that with y'all. Like I said, I didn't have a much most post talk, but we're gonna call that segment Q&A conversation talk. So yeah, man, that's deep, man. But man, think about that. Think about, have you ever had requirements for a woman that you're dating? Think about it. Really do. Because I really want to know if you got those requirements with women when you're dating. Looking for them, do you have requirements? Because I know some men don't got no requirements at all. They don't care if you got a bank account or nothing like that. They don't. Long as you look good to them, shit, they cool. But yeah, they all good. But for me, my next thing is going to be sports talk, y'all. How about the motherfucking Bears? Go to London, kick Jacksonville ass, do what we do, and we make it happen. We are 4-2 going into the bye. Hopefully we get healthy. And we got Washington up next, who's 4-2 as well. I think they play this week. So we'll see where they schedule at once they play this week. And yeah, man, it's going down. And going down in 2 weeks. And they made it the game of the week. I guess because the 2 rookies playing so well. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing. They made that game. The NBA season's about to ramp up, y'all. Lonzo Ball plays tonight. If y'all did not, if you're a Bulls fan, he's supposed to play tonight. First time in like 2 years. So that's good to see. Back to football, y'all. Aaron Rodgers got Devontae Adams. I don't think it's going to mean any fucking thing. That team is not as good as they advertise anyway. Another trade. Oh my God, I think Buffalo just became dangerous. This nigga got Amari Cooper. Josh Allen got Amari Cooper, y'all. And that's gonna be scary that he got Amari Cooper now. That's gonna be scary. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be good. And yeah, that's sports talk, y'all. We're gonna talk more about them Bears next week when they play. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And our last segment of the day, of course, is life talk. Man, I can tell you in life, man, pray, stay prayed up. Because people losing their loved ones every day. And on that note, y'all, I'll holler back at y'all. Once again, it's the I Really Don't Give a Fuck the podcast. Holla back.